OG's at that point is playing to stay in the tournament. I think LFY have had a fantastic result, surprised a lot of people, but when you get to that like last series,
time.
like I think teams will start looking at them, trying to analyze them more, and I think LFY is not necessarily like the all-star team maybe we're talking them up to be.
Okay. I did like the way that they had a lot of variety, though. They showed a lot of like new heroes and stuff. That was my favorite thing.
They're winning. That's the thing. I think they're winning a lot on drafts and strategies, and that's not necessarily going to continue. Teams will start to figure them out.
I like that, and they kind of put a target on your back, like you were kind of saying. Like when they're winning like this 3 games in a row, 3 series in a row, it does like people are like, wait a minute, these guys are actually
they're doing something right.
What happens when you don't outdraft your opponents and you're on even footing? That's where I feel like LFY won't win.
Yeah.
Well, talking of draft, we'll jump straight back into it. Will this be Na'Vi getting their first win?
So they still go for the Warlock. I think we'll probably still see like a Clockwork. I think this hero is super good. He's fast-paced. He really punishes Warlock in laning phase.
Not only in the laning phase, even team fights.
Team fights too, yeah.
You can focus the Warlock, find him with the Rocket Flare, and just hook him and kill him. Just very difficult for Warlock to play. And if you're playing Warlock as a 5, it's going to take you some time before you can actually come up with a force staff to deal with the Clockwork.
Clock CM again? There's no real reason perhaps not to. I don't know.
Definitely a possibility.
So it's good because you leave that clock pick kind of open. You don't know if it's off lane or support.
Or clock SF. Like those are like 2 very standard openings with Clockwork.
You can see a smile on Yapsor's face.
These 2 are grinning right now.
I'd be smiling if I got that hero again after what a performance it was from Yapsor.
Yeah. Parker actually looked it up. What was it? 12,000 rocket damage. And so he did 20,000 damage with just his abilities. And oh my.
That's a switch up. That's a combo for Clockwork. So we might see actually maybe a Clockwork on a core position this time, maybe.
I'm actually like, I feel AA is so much stronger now with the buff he received. That level 1 Cold Feet is so much more powerful with a 2-second stun instead of 1.25s.
Puppy likes to play the hero a lot.
He does. He used to go for this max Ice Vortex build. I don't know if he's still going to do that. Amplifies up all the magic damage, and it's just really good for the scouting, the vision control. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Bat Rider is actually going to be very annoying for AA.
Yeah. I think this is a great approach already coming out though. Getting General his best hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, when was I mean I don't even remember the last time I actually saw AA.
Navi's turn
I think NP picked
one
it.
Game of this
no, recently
NP
picked
AA
it.
Void game, right?
There was an AA Void game.
Yeah, NP picked it.
With like they had Queen of Pain, AA, Treant Protector.
And he
it was at Zotek. They won with it.
That's right. That's right.
And he went route of Atos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good build. Atos plus. What happened? They all turned left. That surprised me for because everyone turned left like someone like fell or something out of a chair.
5 seconds remaining.
Have a look. Troll still as being that's not the first time Na'Vi have banned it, is it? No, they
banned it the last game.
That was their one of their first 2 bans.
Yeah, same bans as the last game. Like Lifestealer is a different one, but this is because they have a Bat Rider this time. So Lifestealer is very good versus Bat Rider in the laning phase.
Interesting, and of course previously Secret did take that Bat Rider away from General. This time Na'Vi will get it.
Yep, and Secret banned out the Lone Druid. They are like kind of thinking that Warlock plus Bat Rider, they got catch and they got team fight, so they need someone to hit the towers after they get a pick off. Lone Druid will fit that criteria pretty well. Lone Druid like Venge Luna, any tower sieger would be good with Bat and Warlock. I think out of the 2 openings, I prefer the Bat Rider plus Warlock. I think it has much more options that you have, and it's much more solid.
Flexibility?
Yeah, flexibility.
And there goes Quap.
I like the Queen of Pain ban. Since they have AA, they're already lacking a bit of lockdown, so Clockwork and AA, but...
Oh, the Bat Rider counter hunting. Oh, Ogre plus Bat Rider.
That was an instant Ogre.
Yeah, Ogre, Bat Rider.
Pressuring lane, probably, right? The duo, the Ogre.
So we're back to Boston, boys. Ogre, Bat Rider, Warlock.
The Bloodlusted Ogre in laning phase is pretty intimidating. Sticky Napalm, and with Firefly, you can just run people down with the movement speed.
Bloodlust Golem.
Bloodlust Golem.
Probably going to be seeing maybe even one of those agi mids because you don't want to be picking like Int Hero versus the Nyx Assassin so much. Get some Ogre Sniper coming back.
You definitely want those kind of heroes to use the Bloodlust, like someone that can use the Bloodlust to do damage, farm, and etc. Warlock, Ogre, Bat Rider.
You think the Nyx is the support though, right? Or do you think it's the offlane in this time?
Probably. Actually, which one do I prefer? I probably prefer Clockwork on support.
You think so? Even with like AA versus like Bat Rider? I think the Nyx helps the lane a bit more. versus Bat, but
The Clock AA have some nice synergy, like as a support duo, because you cogs into the cold
Easier
feet.
to kill.
yeah.
But
Nick's done into cold feet's not
Team
gosh.
Secret
It's
Look,
also
look,
there.
look at what Navi have. They have a very solid lineup already.
Yeah, they do.
yeah, I totally agree.
Juggernaut
Yes.
against the Knicks.
Jug against Clockwork or Nyx is going to be pretty decent.
And Secret has some, like, what I call a
10
gimmicky
seconds
lineup. Like, they have 2 global spells, Ice Blast plus Sunstrike, and they have 2 heroes that can
5
set up. So
seconds
technically,
remaining.
the way they are thinking about the game is, well, we want to use those 2 spells as much as we can to pick off heroes, run around, split the map.
Navi's turn
And
to pick.
Navi is more or less going to be 5-manning together a lot with the Warlock Juggernaut.
Yeah, they have these like Secret has this like low cooldown kind of global pickoff like you were mentioning. Well, you know, they're playing for Silver
sounds
Warlock.
They are
badass.
not-
Sounds cool.
It sounds,
Sounds
cool,
cool.
but they're not going to be able to defend the towers early unless
Right.
they do really well in the
5
lanes.
seconds remaining.
But I would actually favor Navi's lanes more now because they have the Ogre Warlock.
Reserve
I mean, I'm
time.
just saying it's a sexy sentence. Low cooldown, global pickoff. That just sounds like
That
it's
does sound pretty
it's gonna
nice,
do some
actually.
damage. Yeah.
It's
One
fun.
more
It's
ban.
fun to play. You know,
Yeah.
imagine if you are the support Warlock, you just get hit by a Sunstruck and
Boom.
there's Rocket Flare and there's Ice Blast and you just die. You're like, I'm just gonna be out of this game now. But
Yeah.
if you get to that point, it means that Secret has done so much in the laning phase and they are very far ahead.
Okay, it's gonna be a very testing laning phase for
Yeah.
Secret. Should they want to come online
It'll be really fun if they win the lane. Then they can just snipe someone
Turn
from
to pick.
far away.
miles away.
It does feel like Secret are playing with some confidence with this draft. Like they're maybe not treating it 100% seriously in some
Yeah.
ways. Obviously, there's a lot at stake. It's very important to win, but I think they're showing they don't have to reveal everything against Navi because the first 2 pick on the
10
AA,
seconds remaining.
even the Invoker pick feels like they're kind of going all in on this pick-off strategy, something they didn't have to
5
pick this
seconds
early on. They
remaining.
could have saved it for their last pick,
Mhm.
and we'll see just how that works
Team
out for them.
So
guys.
Dendy Puck?
Turn to pick.
So it's mostly a single core jug, but he has the amplify from the ogre. And, oh, they
Void.
get a void.
Three heroes to set up for the Ice Blast and Sunstrikes. They have a very clear strategy in mind.
They have a bit of a greedy draft on the side of Secret. They take some time to kind of get online.
I think Secret
The
might
umming
be.
and ahhing is so obvious.
I know what Winter is thinking. He likes Navi's draft better, but he also
He doesn't-
he doesn't like Navi as a team. You know, I mean, obviously Navi's a good team, but he knows Secret are.
He knows me. He knows me.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to say Navi, even though he's thinking they have the better draft. I think that's what a lot of us are probably thinking
Yep.
right now.
They have the more
like-
like normal looking draft, just
Yeah.
straight up on paper.
And the
Yeah.
other side has like a arrogant draft. Like last game was easy and we're just gonna draft whatever and win.
It's confident, it's cocky. I like it.
Yeah.
Secret.
I'm going
you know.
Secret.
Yeah, we
Yep,
got this.
I like it.
You're giving it to them.
Yeah.
Can you
I
give me
like-
the sentence one more time? I want to close my eyes. I want to hear
I
it.
actually want
No.
Secret to lose this game.
You want Secret to lose
Yeah,
this
because
game.
they are not respecting their opponents. I think you should
Okay.
always respect your
Wow.
opponents.
Okay, there you go. That is a perfect bombshell to leave it on.
Damn.
The Deaths think Secret may have thrown the gauntlet a little too far away from home, and now we'll see if Navi can get their first win under their belt. And I mean win in a series. This is by no means going to be finished if Navi pick this win up. Still, your casters are ready. Let's see if that arrogance is rewarded as Secret take on Navi for the second time.
Yes, is arrogance the name of the game? Will it be the cocky cocks?
Isn't
or-
that Puppy's specialty, throwing down the gauntlet?
Yeah, it's always been his way. He's just like, you know what, I'm going to pick what I know is right, that I know is going to win, and I don't care about the meta. I make the meta. That's the way Puppy always drafted, always played, no matter what. Like, even when he had troubles at, like, that TI3, I think, was when Navi got knocked out in the group stages, when that was actually still possible. And it was just because, like Mirana arrows, the team kept getting hit by it, and his solution was, team should just stop running into Mirana arrows. I remember he said that to me while we were chilling and watching the game. He's just like, yeah, I'm not going to ban the Mirana. We just got to stop running into the arrows and we're good.
30 seconds.
So,
to
yeah.
battle.
Well,
Definitely some cocky play coming out from Team Secret.
hubris is the downfall of man.
Wise. I thought that I only get that from L Deep. Didn't realize that's starting to rub off on you, Malini. Are you the real quote person? Are you the secret? Are you the master behind L Deep?
I call Charlie Chardeep. He inspired me in the worldly ways.
The battle
Pride is one of the
begins.
7 sins, Toby. This draft is, I would say, clearly a little a little up in your face. Like, yeah, I would say disrespectful is the right way to put it, as Winter said.
At the same time, though, if Na'Vi aren't going to pressure him, it seems to be a really smart draft. Like, you got to really get some good counters in there. You're going to trust YapzOr to do exactly what he did in game number 1. You've got the counter in the Nyx Assassin against the Bat Rider, and then you've got this big combination. MP just Chronos 1, the Ice Blast connects, or whatever's going to connect, and combine it up with the Sunstrike from mid 1. So, all in all, the synergy is correct.
The synergy is correct, but the way they approached it was just awkward. First phase AA, who picks AA at this tournament? Nobody yet. And then you have the Invoker before you see the mid matchup very early on in the draft, who can get punished. YapzOr has 2 stacks, 3 stacks. He's getting a lot of stacks. You also have a safe lane Faceless Void, which is all right, but they're going for, I would say, a fairly one-dimensional lineup that requires a lot of farm and a lot of comboing inside of Faceless Void ulti and Clockwork Hookshot, which are not easy spells to pull off. It's not like Blink Lasso.
You're right. General should have a lot better time, especially when Biver is down here giving him extra support. So he's trying to make sure that General has a better lane. Now, Team Secret can start turning this around once they all have sticks. Right now, it's only Puppey and MP who have stick charges. Kezu going to end up surviving on the top lane. He also felt pretty confident enough to go for the Impale over having the Spike Carapace, just in case.
You don't want Carapace in it.
Yeah, actually up against the Juggernaut, that's not going to help you, is it? Nope. You actually wonder if it's worthwhile Snako after Shadowword getting up. Is it worth getting upheaval? Slowing down the next assassin so Pykick can get a full spin and attack in?
Doubt it. But might be, like normally you dump Shadowword on him before and then he could just Carapace and stop the upheaval if he's scared about it. But he did pick up the upheaval at level 2 and it could potentially see a kill over here if he expects, if he uses the Carapace prematurely. So
you start with the upheaval to get the spin, then follow up with the Shadow Word. That's one way to do it.
That's tough to pull off. And if Kezu is smart enough to get a TP, then he shouldn't
MP,
die.
real trouble on bottom lane. General's diving it right underneath the tower. He doesn't have Time Walk available. Biver, as the Ogre Magi will end up spilling first blood, and Puppey had nothing to really help out with. He went chilling touch level 1. There's no Vortex, there's no Cold Feet, there's no punishment for diving underneath the tier 1 tower.
He's also an AA.
He's also an AA.
It doesn't matter what he's skilled up. It's still awful at level 1.
And YapzOr was missing. He went up to pick up the 2-minute bounty rune from the bot lane.
Maybe a Sunstrike could have helped out. I think if he connected on the Bat Rider might have died, but now we saw the General is out of mana though. No clarities, no shrine, no stick charges, so he's done. He's done for in lane. That's not bad. You trade first blood for 2 of your opponents being useless for 2 minutes, so I would say that's acceptable. It's not great, especially when you have 3 heroes down here, but when you have a Void and AA in the lane, I think you take what you can get, which is not completely getting run over.
He's going at it again. Are you going to go with the Cold Feet this time around? MP jumping forward, the Cogs burners are pushing far enough. No, it doesn't. The Cold Feet will trigger. And that General's got nothing to do.
That's a kind of cool combo. But on the flip side, Ogre gets mana back and can ferry over some clarities to use on the Bat Rider if he needs be.
He just TP'd in and didn't actually get any of the clarities.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tough spot for General right now. He can't really do that much.
Oh, mid 1. Dendy's doing very well. Jump. He's got a lot of life on him in mid 1. Down to 100. He's got 3 1 charges up his sleeve, so mid 1 isn't easy to kill. And Dendy knows if he wants to commit for this, he'll have to go in deep. So the 3-1 charges, mid 1, goes Invis, YapzOr rotating over Dendy. He's got mana for an orb, but if YapzOr can burn this, which he can do so, Dendy gets pushed back under the tower, but he has just enough for the orb. Sneaky, sneaky Clockwork.
Normally, when you go to walking lane, you're like, oh god,
wait,
it's just 200 my mana.
There's no Observer, but I think they scattered it out, so YapzOr, he's going to find Snako, starts the Battery Assault, Kezu, he's going to Mango Charge if he wants to use it, but he'll actually just bring him in range. Careful with that many people inside of Cogs, however. Snako's going to have to Shadow Word himself up, but if they can lock him in position, then the Sunstrike from Invoker can come in. No! It pushed him out.
Just use your Mango, Kezu.
He really didn't want to. He actually had the mana at the end of it all.
YapzOr's good, but he's not that good.
Need a little bit of help, but it's cheaper now. Mangoes became more affordable.
The thing is,
Tropic season.
You would have gotten your gold back because you kill a hero, and you get experience. So it's a no-brainer. If you needed to get a kill, you just use it. But they spent a lot of the Battery Assault outside of the area that they needed to be in with the
They're going again bottom lane.
This combo is
The
pretty
cold
strong,
speed,
though.
the Sunstrike's not in the right position. Okay, maybe it was. It just clipped him on the edge. And General starts his run away. Yamsor still too far out in general, with the sticky napalm stacks quite high on the Team Secret players. They definitely do not want to keep fighting into a Batrider with Firefly up.
I've been clamoring for a General Batrider all day. That's his best hero.
Yep. And he's had a pretty good start, 22 for 3. Keeping the Faceless Void down at 13 for 4. Meanwhile, the offlane, Kezu's got 4-1 CS against Pycat, who's heavy on the denies, 31-22 on the Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut's doing very well.
They're going
He's
again.
Way higher now.
Fatal Bonds. Kezu just starts up his TP, not even going to spike Carapace before he does it. Goes all the way back to base and then triggers the Carapace.
Yep, pretty good. TP out, there's nothing they can do. Especially when Ogre has constantly parked himself in the bottom lane. But they're focusing on the Batrider, which I think is very important to do, because Puck has a good lane, Juggernaut has a good lane. Yeah, they didn't get the kill, but he's still
Here comes
farming
Bat again.
fantastically.
Going up to MP, time dilation to start with. He's still got the Time Walk available, repairing a lot of the damage, and Yamsor's come through the rear, and they are fully going on to General. The Sunstrike is not in the right position. They needed that to work to kill him off.
He might get stuck in the trees, though.
He may. Yapsor move to the perfect spot. He's actually caught both Biver as well as General inside the cogs. Yapsor, God. To the tree lines you can go, Biver. MP looking for a time lock. Puppy will help him out. But now with the extra movement speed, cogs off cooldown in half a second time, but Biver gets back to the tower.
Yeah, Yapsor's such a player here. Also, the MP picking at 1 point in the time dilation worked out really well. I see a lot of Voids go 2-0-2, but in this sort of lane, when your first Batrider can't cast Napalm on you, he's not that much of a threat. And there's no way he can get rid of the time dilation this early in the game. Normally it's like BKB, Yules, Lotus, but none of the options here.
Shrine time for Team Secret. 3 of them together, as they're all very low. Danny's just been having a real good time in the mid lane with the harassment he's got out.
Oh, Juggernaut's coming down to the bottom lane. He has TP'd, and it could be a bloodbath.
If they can keep the control going, but you don't have Lasso yet. And you can see Biver, he was starting off with a Fire Blast, and all of the Omni Slash, it goes into Yapsor. So Yapsor reveals the rotation to Pycat. Yes, he gets a kill, but you may still be okay with that.
No.
Actually, no, you lost the T1 tower too.
You haven't lost it, but it's going to force a lot of rotations out.
They're TPing in. General scouts it out. Yapsor straight back again. Mid one does have the level 4 Sunstrike, and he's got it invoked as well. So 287 damage. He's just itching to pop. And General may be the target. Battery assault to begin. Needs to lock him inside the cogs. Careful of him actually just being pushed back out of it. But there's your time dilation. And now the Sunstrike. No, did he? No, he actually connected. Little bit off target. But the Chronosphere works so well. Now mid one's in trouble. Can he actually invoke up? No, he can't. Silenced up by Dendy. A quick tornado. But it's the last thing he does before death. Pycat. Fast. And works with Dendy's Stream Coil.
Under attack.
Yeah, excellent play from Pycat. Pycat rotating around. This is much different. A lot of the times we just see Pycat get crushed in lane and have to recover. This game, he is the aggressor. He's the highest net worth hero, and he's making it seem like he's the highest net worth hero. Just destroying Clockwork in the bottom, stunting his growth, limiting his level 6 timing, pressuring mid tower, and getting a kill.
Wait, is Dendy going to lose vision? Quick rocket? No, he doesn't. Dendy finds the kill. The creep wave was still giving him enough. You know what this actually reminds me of? Like, one is what Pycat wanted to do with the Slark game, but hasn't. But the rotation almost feels very similar to what MMY did at TI. With this heavy movement, except he ran that as a support hero. This time around, the Juggernaut's got a lot more farm, so it's a lot more potent when he arrives in the lanes.
Yeah, he's doing very well. I like this play from him. He's like spinning in on mid too, and mid one is not having the time of his life, and it will be a very late Midas.
Oh, they dust. Dendy felt something was wrong. They go for the lasso. Yapsor still on his way. Kezu starts up the TP, but Dendy has enough damage. Throwing the orb out, they find the kill, and General would like more. Yapsor with no defensive cogs available has to just keep running himself away. There's no Dream Court for Dendy, but maybe he can orb and get in front of Yapsor. 4 sticky napalm stacks, but Firefly wears off. YapzOr back under the safety of his tier 1 tower, has Cogs up and running. Here comes your first little orb jump, and he's silenced. He cannot respond to this, even with the stick charges. There was no TP from the Nyx Assassin, because actually KheZu, did he cancel his TP?
I am not sure. Oh no,
it's from before.
TP out,
yeah, it's from before. I'm like, it's on cooldown going out, but check the timer of it, and yeah.
Well, Na'Vi giving Secret a good run for their money as they climb ahead in this early game, and everyone's still very poor on Team Secret. Void is doing okay, but he's going for the team fight item Vlad's first.
Mid lane, KheZu runs in with Vendetta, hits the perfect stun. PyCat will start his spin. KheZu can't get the body block off, but double TP supports in. Warlock will cancel his, Biver completes his own. And top lane, Dendi is just everywhere. Battery assault will begin. Dendi has phase shift up and running, but they just chrono. Sunstrike's on the money. Snako tried to slow it up, and Puck maybe enough life. Dendi looking for the orb away. MP wants to keep up. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. A time lock first hit on Snako, that'll help. And third hit, that'll also help. No, on the 6th hit, no, not going to happen.
That's bad. You used Chrono, didn't get a kill. Used Vendetta, didn't get a kill. He used Meteor because it looked like he wanted to save Sunstrike for that particular moment, but Sunstrike would have not been mitigated at all by the Blade Fury, and potentially would have led to the PyCat kill. So Na'Vi, they still are in the lead, and they have Warlock Ultimate up and have not used that yet, so let's see if they can get a bigger edge with these ultimates. They still have a little bit of time before AA Ultimate does come up, and this could potentially change a lot because you can't stick, you can't Healing Ward, you can't Bottle, you can't Shadow Ward. There's a fair amount, even the innate regeneration on a hero like Ogre Magi will suffer a lot when Ice Blast comes out. They also need level 6 on Clock. Clock was level 4 like 5-6 minutes ago when PyCat rotated down.
They're smoke fighting. Dendi, Biver, and Snako smoke up behind the T1 tower. Here comes your Ice Blast. Batrider won't survive this one. Puppey will connect. So the smoke rotation, which originally was drawn to go deeper inside the jungle, is looking to gank up mid one. The Observe Ward got a quick glimpse of mid one, who now goes back into the lane.
And is dead.
Yeah. Walks out to the stun. Snako has rocks. If they really want to try and defend this, then Na'Vi would still have the superior team fight. But thanks to this kill, they'll take the tier 1 tower in mid. Fantastic stuff for Na'Vi, especially for Dendi as well as PyCat.
PyCat might go for a kill on the MP. Oh, wow. That
YapzOr still here. MP's turning.
That Omnislash is so little.
And now PyCat might be dead. He can't get outside the cogs. KheZu's going to bring an extra stun. Even Mana Burn and Spike Carapace is available. The Ice Blast will fly up. It chills onto the Ogre Magi, so he's lost his ability to regenerate. But there's no follow-up damage. Dendi was in the neighborhood. He ain't going to go for this either. MP jumps up looking for the time lock.
He has Arcane Rune on Dendi. This could be scary for Secret.
Does he want to turn? They got Dream Call available. KheZu is on the front lines. Now last time, they thought they saw him. The Sunstrike committed. Ogre Magi will fall.
That was terribly slow reaction by Dendi. I think he could have unloaded his spells and at least maybe threatened a return kill on one of the heroes. But anyway, the Arcane Rune just very little loss. But now he will have his ultimate up for MP.
And they got the Rock. They start the Rock. It's only on MP, but MP is enough. Dropping very quickly, the spin from PyCat brought the extra damage and in fact the kill. And again, Na'Vi trying to keep that positive attitude until YapzOr looks taken away from them with a follow-up stun. The Ice Blast is perfect. Dendi was dead before the Ice Blast even arrived. You lose your Golem. PyCat stunning himself on the back of the Spike Carapace.
They are very good at using the Sunstrike. The Sunstrike comes out very quickly after the Clockwork Hookshot, after the Chronosphere too, so there's just very little time for Na'Vi to react at all. And yeah, you're not really able to see the effects of the Healing Ward too much in these team fights. It's going to be mostly used to heal up after the fight if they survive, and if they survive being the key word here, as we see
KheZu's coming again.
For the health.
He's underneath the Sentry Ward. They see him perfectly, so they start with the first stun. PyCat got the spin available. Actually took one step backwards. It's not the maximum amount of damage into KheZu, and he got out of range of the Sentry Ward, barely missing his own stun. If that hit PyCat, the Ice Blast would have followed up, and PyCat would be looking to go home.
Yeah, he also uses Carapace a little bit early too. Using it during spin is very useless for him.
Smart TP out there by General. He went underneath the observer ward of Team Secret, and they realized he went in very, very deep.
Well, how did Invoker get so much farm? He's number one.
They left him alone, and he kept getting all the getting all the Sunstrike kills. Lasso. Well, there he goes a little bit of that farm. He spent his money. He can't. He's still going for the Aghanim.
Wait, was that a 4-second TP? It seemed like it was longer than 3. I wasn't actually looking at him. But
if he was TPing to the shrine, then yeah, probably would have been a 4-second TP. I also didn't check where he was going to.
Greed.
Well, Pycat's going to try and force this top lane. Remember, you still have the Ice Blast available.
Without a Sunstrike, though,
yeah,
it's hard.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You wonder if sometimes it's a deterrent. 40 seconds on cooldown.
Ooh, he's going farming build. Battle Fury next. Owen would be excited.
Well, we got ourselves a long game. Even hand Midas is the build-in for Kezu. Nothing really unusual about that, but
he's the only right clicker on the Dire side. I suppose there's some with Puck, but he might take the magic resistance talent at 20 or at 15 because I think it's really good here versus the Radiant lineup.
How quickly can Team Secret do Roshan? I'm seeing this Vlad's on Faceless Void, and
not quickly.
With Alacrity, do they have enough damage?
I mean, they can certainly do it. It would just take a while. They have Chilling Touch too. Chilling Touch is not the worst thing versus Roche.
Just thinking they're going to be really quick about it, because Batrider plays great around, like, they all play great around Roshan, but...
I think they might do the thing where they...
Oh, mid one again. Called out, silenced, instant Omni Slash by Pycat. They weren't waiting. Yapsaw, wait on the hook shot. Where's the Sunstrike? He's dead. Yapsaw, Cogs pushes the back. Here comes the Ice Blast. Dendi actually phase shift. He didn't dodge the chill effect, however, so no way to regenerate. Those one charges won't help him at all. And now they look for Biva. Hookshot is available. Yapsaw needs a clean line. He also needs the range. He's too far away at the moment. So Puppey will come up behind, keep the cold going. That so Ice fast. Vortex, and now Biva, Kezu. Oh, the Observer Ward sees him. Where's Clockwork's position to? No, Yapsaw gave up the chase. But Invoker's up in 5 seconds time, and this Vendetta will last long enough. If you hit the Vendetta, and the stun, and the mana burn with the max Sunstrike. Actually, it's not max, it's one short.
Dubious.
Yeah.
That's like 800 damage from Kezu. I don't think he can output that amount of damage right now.
You know what they need? They needed the Spectra. Like, that's all they needed to come in at the very, very end.
They would have gotten rolled even harder on the bottom lane.
Without the chrono control, it just like this game wasn't going to happen for him.
Well, Void also has a good way to escape the Batrider during the Firefly stage. Like, he already died having an escape mechanism. Imagine if it were Spectre. Spectre would have just gotten crushed.
This Observer Ward for Na'Vi that's just sitting inside their jungle, it's doing so much work. Sorry, for Team Secret, it's doing so much work watching Na'Vi's maneuver.
Oh, Firefly coming out. Kezu, could he be the last
Observer and Sentry? They see it all. And Biva, well, now they also understand they're being watched. Great defensive wards at least stop the gank from Na'Vi, but now Team Secret don't have the vision to defend their tier 2.
They're still in good position, but not Faceless Void. Faceless Void has no Chronosphere, and this will likely be an easy tower. Unless Kezu makes a miraculous play here with a double stun.
Well, he's right underneath the Sentry ward, so miraculous would be almost impossible. Right on the edge, Biva's going to stun him. Here comes your lasso. A lot of control, MP. He can jump forward and hit 4 people inside this chrono if he really wants to. Starts the time dilation on the Juggernaut. Sunstrike, it doesn't hit the mark. Neither does the Ice Blast. Pycat will live, and with the fatal bonds, Kezu, his fate was basically sealed. General locked inside the cogs. They want to create some space, but it was a TP out. Yapsaw is the last man really fighting here at the tier 2 tower, and a little bit of miscommunication. Some of Secret wanted out, the rest of Secret wanted in.
What a bro Yapsaw is. Going in and trying to help his team out, but Na'Vi still continuing to snowball. This is getting rough as we see what happens when Secret miss some of their big damage spells. Impale missed everyone. He was napalmed, so it was very hard for him to turn and actually hit the heroes that he wanted. And Invoker also missed Sunstrike, I believe, and the Ice Blast missed.
Yes.
And without those, yeah, you do not have any damage.
But that's one surprise they started with that. Like, you smoke up, you try to defend the tower, maybe you're feeling pressured by it, but shouldn't it have been MP? Time walk forward into Chronosphere.
He didn't have it up.
Were in a position.
No, he didn't have it
wasn't there.
I looked. He had 30 seconds when they first started beating the tower. So he was also near the T2 in mid. So like,
So at that point, then what's the point of fighting?
they didn't think the Knicks would get caught out. They thought the Knicks could catch out the bat, not the other way around, but they don't have sentries around the pit because they're playing very greedily right now.
Kezu's on the run, and he will actually... Oh, General blinks away, leaves Kezu's head spinning.
He's playing very greedily, too. The Midas, even. I think Blink Dagger is the item of choice versus Batrider because you could just wait for him to initiate, and then you just blink in and Carapace. The thing is, if you get Midas first, and you want to position yourself for Carapace, you might just get jumped yourself. And that's... You cannot have your Nyx assassin die that early in a team fight. When he's supposed to counter 2 of their 5 heroes.
Maybe he was still thinking that MP's Chrono, that means they win the team fight. Rely on Yapsaw, who has really good vision around Roshan. The Vortex is inside the pit. With the smoke that breaks on Viva, Na'Vi are a lot more cautious. They understand the Team Secret are around their own Ancients. Yeah, and meanwhile, Mid-One's enjoying farm time. He's catching back up once again on net worth. Has the Aghanim Scepter done.
If they want to win, Mid-One has to carry this at this point. He needs to have some sort of fantastic combo inside the Chronosphere. I guess MP could carry it too if he has 3 people in the Chronosphere, like a non-spinning Juggernaut, a non-phased Puck. But it is a tall order for him.
It would make sense if like if MP can get that Chronosphere off. But it would make more sense to actually dish out damage if Yapsaw can find the Warlock every single time.
I would say it's less so on the Yapsaw and more so on Kezu. Kezu needs to be the one to interrupt it. Like, he needs to make the Puck very scared to orb to clear waves. He needs to make it very scared for anyone on the dire side to be able to push in waves. He needs to make the Batrider second guesses every single move. Notice Batrider's quick buy. He's not even going for BKB next because he's not even scared of this Nyx. Because Kezu's not playing particularly well in this game.
Well, Team Secret would love an opening if they can find it. 3-man smoke up, Kezu as well as Mid-One, not included in this. They're actually underneath Observer and Sentry. And now they find their target. The Chronosphere is up. They find General, and Dendy went into the Chronosphere, meaning the Ice Blast can connect. The Impel Stun from Kezu. It will miss, but it won't matter. Not when Dendy jumps in to a place of no time. Upheaval, okay, Omni Slash, how much damage have you got? Split between everyone. The Rock falls down as well. Thanks to Fatal Bonds, a lot of that damage was shared out by Team Secret from both Hookshot and Impale. Not the combination they're exactly searching for, but it won't matter. You've brought down 3 of the cores. You're looking for the extra icing on top of the cake. It's the Choc Tops. The Sunstrike will connect as well. Mid-One gets a double kill, and Na'Vi, oops.
Well, I guess this is the type of game Secret wanted. They wanted to be faced with a little bit of adversity only to come back with their strikingly stunning plays. And it's shaping up to be that.
Is that a joke because Kezu didn't hit the Impale? A stunning play?
Non-stunning play? What's the opposite of stunning?
I don't know.
I guess you would say like hideous, I suppose.
Ugly?
Mediocre?
Stunning, ugly. No, if you're going for the opposite, stunning is meant to be the top of the beauty thing.
You could be stunning in a good way or a bad way.
A deformed is deformed, is what it is.
That's also stunning.
How is deformed stunning?
Stunning can be bad too, Toby.
Really?
Yeah.
How is stunning ever a bad thing?
Okay, think about what it actually means when you get stunned. You're like, you pause for a second, right?
Oh no, I'm thinking about stunning. It's just like, man, your hair is stunning today, Melini.
I think you can use it both ways though.
Yeah,
like
it's the dynamicness of the English language.
Yeah, you don't always do a double take because of something good. Sometimes it can be because of something bad, and I think stunning is very similar in that sense. But regardless, so that's why I was like, oh, maybe the opposite is like just mediocre, average, plain Jane, whatever you want to call it. But
okay, so Spy Carapace. This time he'll stun over on Dendy. The Sunstrike will be able to connect, so Dendy a little bit lower. Keep the run going with Ancient Apparition down a Hawk Shot. Stop the pass! Happened. Yapsaw just got the greatest hook he possibly could. It was point blank range, so it was very hard to miss. But his cogs are going to split this fight up so hard.
If you look at MP, he's actually rooted by the Prowlers at the Ancient Camp. So he actually can't time walk over there for a few seconds.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have Chronosphere anyway.
He's still not there, though.
Yeah, but mid one's ready. He just released the tornado.
Oh, it's
Wait,
his time to shine. It's about to be a meteor blast.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Into a cog.
I'm wondering if, I don't know if that is Dendy giving a prediction.
It seems to be the case. Yeah, you're right. They don't even need the Faceless Void.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Invoker might be able to do this all himself. He does have the tornado, which isn't looking like it's on cooldown. I thought for a moment it was. Yeah, that's why like it doesn't look like it's on cooldown on my screen.
I mean, they all look like they're up in the air to me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just like, wait, hang on, what the hell's going on here?
Oh, they're tornadoed.
They are. Yeah. Paul's just not showing us right things. But if he Chaos Meteors, follows up with a Deafening Blast, I wonder if they get pushed back inside the cogs once again.
Oh, that would be nasty.
The cogs are going to trap him in. You already see Yapsor, it's glowing gold for the cogs, and he is going to just trap the top of the ramp. And inside of that, Batrider, inside the Firefly, so he'll be okay there, sort of, because he can get out, but then he's going to get hit so hard. But Dendy will have nowhere to go.
Oh, wait, maybe he hasn't casted the tornado. Wait. Yeah, Nyx is actually Yulzed, and Batrider is impaled.
Wait, oh, no, hang on. So Yapsor in mid? No, he Yules and then hook shot it in.
No, what? No, he didn't Yules. Wait, what? Puck Yulesed.
Not Puck. Sorry, I was clicking on the wrong one.
Puck Yulesed. So Tornado has not been cast yet.
Okay, yep, sorry.
It's just two people are up in the air. One's flying and one is Yules.
Can things stop being great
Okay, here we go.
All right, back to the fight that was paused up. So Yapsor traps him in. Here comes your four-man Tornado, as well as Deafening Blast, Meteorite. Batrider starts to burn, but no one's down. Denny was able to dodge it all with a phase shift and then lock him in. MP, the man late to the fight, actually ended up fighting against four of Na'Vi heroes out to the front of the pit, and now what? We're going to turn around again, another Cogs. Kezu will get a double stun, hitting both Warlock and the Ogre Magi. And MP needs to get out of here. Time Walker Valve goes up the hill and away. Seneko is the only one to get a kill on the man who started, well, not man who started all of this, but close to it. Kezu drops. Batrider hit by the Ice Blast, locked inside the Chronosphere. The Faceless Void gives up his life in order to get that kill.
That's pretty funny, because he has very high move speed inside the Chronosphere, but your turn rate is still the same. And he got owned by the turn rate napalm slow. Well, that actually was not as bad as I thought it was going to be for Team Secret. They only lost 3 heroes. I thought they were going to lose like 4, 5 even at that point. Because the Meteor did not connect.
Yeah.
As we initially predicted, they were not all dead.
It's actually that time when maybe it wasn't the greatest thing in the world to have Dendy inside the cogs. If he was on the edge and he got burnt by it, then the combination probably would have connected on him. But he still hit the Sunstrike after. Like, he still hit Dendy on the way out. There was just no follow-up at that point. No Faceless Void Chrono until the very end.
The healing ward was too strong, I think. The healing ward would stayed up the entire time. They actually might need a scepter on Faceless Void because of the way the game is going. Like every time Na'Vi are fighting, or most of the times that they're fighting, they're trying to fight before the Chronosphere has cooled back down. And you have these very low cooldown spells. Sunstrike at 30, you have Ice Blast at 40, and meanwhile you have Chronosphere at well over triple the cooldown of some of these spells.
But you see MP's item build, he's going for the Manta to start with just in case that silence connects on him.
It's very good versus the Batrider and versus the Puck and versus the Juggernaut, although maybe not so much if he went for the Battle Fury build. But
General's coming for a kill. The Observer and Sentry saw so much. He wants to catch up to Yapsor. However, the Cogs are down, so he'll burn a little bit of mana on the way out. The Ice Blast, it looks really good. Hitting on 3. The Omni-Slash does come out from Pycat, jumping all the way down towards Puppey, combining with a spin. He'll go in deep. Mid one needs to create some space to save his captain. It won't happen, however. But with the Ice Wall, Pycat trapped, trying to get out with the Mana Style, battling against MP. It won't happen. Mid one will find the kill. Still a 2-for-1 trade-off, but without the Juggernaut, Na'Vi cannot take Roshan.
Dude, Mid one's having to do so much here. His damage has to be incredibly high.
Middle tower is under attack.
Well, at least Juggernaut died. That's what Secret's mindset is right now. And at least it was Clockwork got his blade mail up before the lasso, so that was pretty good. But they clearly need to de-ward that area.
Yeah.
Na'Vi have 2 sentries and an Obs, and Secret have 0 wards over there.
They got rid of the first Observer ward. Like, the amount of Obs which Na'Vi have committed, like, it's understandable that they're blind everywhere else on the map. And yeah, now Puppey, no surprise he's able to find it. So he'll actually get both the Sentry wards as well.
Kezu's not a team player. He just ate that Obs ward with the Quelling Blade.
He needs money, man. He needs money. Gotta fuel this Nyx assassin.
Oh, the smoke play. Here we go. Chronosphere is up. Let's see it fly.
Where's the jump? Sentries are down. They both see it. Yapsaw hook shots up. Able to find the Ogre Magi. Sunstrike's on the money. So Biver will fall. Where is your follow-up? It's definitely not coming from Na'Vi just yet until here it comes. General jumps in the lasso over on Yapsaw. He's in so deep, but the Spike Carapace gets a follow-up stun. Tornado, the Ice Blast, not a really great position for it. It chills up actually no one. It didn't even fly over the top of Pycat, so it's mid one in trouble. MP has to help him out. He's going for the Chronosphere, keeping Pycat in position. The Rock trying to create a little bit more space. MP has to jump out, but he's trapped. He can't get out of the trees. He'll have to TP away to safety. And he's able to do so. Mid one doing the same thing, and they're going all the way home. Pycat will begin on Roshan. The Sunstrike connects on both Dendi and Pycat. So Team Secret well aware of what's going on inside the pit.
Healing Word is too strong though. They are healing up and then some with the Shadow Word.
Is this the Kezu YOLO play?
Yep.
He has Force Up, Spike Carapace, as well as the Impale. They'll dust him up, however, so that'll connect Kezu. General has no lasso. They're jumping out to try and fight this. The Ice Blast again, Puppey. It's going to be dodged. General goes for the aggression. Kezu, they'll trigger the Shrine. His Impale doesn't connect on anything. However, in the Fatal Bonds, they're all connected together. The damage is shared equally among Team Secret as Pycat wants to go for more. The Cogs from Yapsaw splitting up the play. Puppey will finally die, but have Na'Vi gone in too deep for just this one kill? General stunned up as well, while MP, mid one does fall. General starts his TP, one more attack. MP will be able to do that.
And it looks like mid one was near the backside of the fight, but he got destroyed.
Dendi, he can't get the last hit in. He has to jump away. The Force Spirit is attacking into him. With the time dilation, it's, yeah, there's no follow-up to this.
This Roshan is very low, though. It's at about 40% HP, and both teams need to keep their eye on that. Na'Vi and Secret both know that Forward Spirit was inside the pit. But Juggernaut's not up for another 20 seconds, but I'd be surprised if they didn't head straight towards the pit, especially while Chronosphere is down. But it's only down for 20 more seconds.
Yeah, by the time Juggernaut actually reaches Roshan, like he could TP to the Shrine, but he'll still have that, like maybe a 5-second window before Chrono is back.
But it's so low. If you don't take it, Invoker's just going to steal it. You do not want Invoker to get an Aegis here.
That's true, but you then run the risk of Puppey finally connecting with an Ice Blast.
You still have to protect Roche.
Here comes the Juggernaut. So he did TP out towards the Shrine, but he stopped to farm the Ancients.
Well, he can't take it alone.
Yep, he needs friends. Dota is a game of friends.
Don't run. We are your friends.
Door barrel! Mid one now is going to fly from the northern side. Like, all of Team Secret, they're just trying to control this northwest side of the pit, where Na'Vi haven't actually put any kind of vision. Their Observer and Sentry are still on their side of the river mouth, right in front of Roshan.
They need the Nyx to make big plays, but Nyx, I believe, already revealed himself under the Observer Ward.
Yeah, he's terrified. He's terrified of vision. So wherever there's Sentry wards of himself, of his own team, that's where he goes. You see how many sentries are down from Team Secret. They're trying to buy that space for Kezu to get the initiation off.
Roshan's healed up so much.
Yeah, by now it's basically a fresh Roshan, how Na'Vi would have to approach it. And Team Secret, maybe they're aware of this. So they forced Na'Vi into a different position to fight. A position where they haven't established vision. And it's Dendi, the Sunstrike, the connection. He can't phase shift because the Deafening Blast from mid one arrives just the right time. And Seneko, another stun, knows the mana bone. The hook shot! Yapsaw splits Na'Vi in twine! Seneko will fall, locked in with mid one. The Chronosphere will come out. They just want the Juggernaut when he finished doing his Omni Slash with a Flame Break. Faceless Void, push down to lower ground. That lasso, hold him in position. They want more and they're gonna get it. Double buybacks from Na'Vi, TPing over towards the Shrine. No Faceless Void Chrono. If they can get a pick-off on either mid one or Puppey, it may be enough confidence for them to go into Roshan and finish the job they started about 5 minutes ago. And they will find the kill on Puppey. He can't run away from this. It is all up to Kezu as well as mid one to hold Roshan themselves.
This is you, mid one. This is your time to shine. What plays can you do inside the pit, if
nothing?
Any?
They're letting it go.
Well, they could have potentially lost the game if he went for a play, but it also could have potentially been game-winning.
They would have needed Puppey to buy back and throw an Ice Blast to make that even remotely possible. Here comes your Sunstrike Black Cat. Down to 400 HP, getting hit by that. There. They take the opportunity just to clean up the lanes. Wait until Chronosphere's back up again, and then do what their lineup is meant to do. Combo.
Kill this healing ward is what they need to do.
Still amazing how far ahead in net worth Invoker is. He's level 20 on this Invoker. He actually didn't go for the... Like, is that normal to bypass the level 20 talent tree?
Sometimes. If you want max of your other spells. The level 20 is not that great.
They're smoking. Yabsor, because of the rocket, they've got to understand this is going on. General, he's moving himself forward. He got the big one. He got the Invoker and the Rot with the fatal bomb. Team Secret is beyond a disaster. They're losing so much life. Mid one, Space Creator with a tornado. But Space Creator for what? The dead. The dead can't win a game. They look for more. They go after the Faceless Void. The Aegis Immortal was the only thing of value lost here for Na'Vi. While Team Secret, they lose it all and even buyback on mid one. The only way they keep their racks alive is through this Invoker.
Let General Batrider through and he will dazzle you. He has destroyed this Invoker. He pulled them inside, so they all got comboed. I don't know why they were all huddled around Invoker, but they were. That is not a friendly guy.
Tornado EMP. They're trying to burn out Na'Vi. Dendy was able to phase shift to Pycat, protected by his Blade Fury. The tier 3 tower is still up. Faces Void, buys back, and he looks for it. Goes for the Chronosphere. It's on the Juggernaut. Ice Blast and Sunstrike. It's going to connect. Juggernaut will fall. The Ice Blast. It didn't connect on Puck, but it doesn't matter. They're both down, and they do not have buybacks available. The tier 3 tower lives on 18 bloody HP. He will remain up. Viva still on the run. Mid one, he runs faster. This guy is an athlete looking for a kill onto the Ogre Magi. Should be no problem at all. Now 3 heroes without buyback. 2 of them, your big cause, having to wait a minute before they're alive.
That's what we call worth it for buyback. Well played, Min One.
MP got to the front line so quickly too.
Yeah, PTB'd in very, very aggressively. Now that he's a Mantis style, he's not actually scared of that much. And they don't have that wombo combo. They dropped everything that they had during that last fight, and still 40 seconds left. And the saddest part, as you mentioned, didn't even get the T3.
Is this actually going to be Team Secret taking the mid ranks when Na'Vi were the ones with the great team fight, the wonderful combination? Sunstrike, the Tornado, timing was a little bit off, but it won't matter when Yamsor can seal the deal. Hook shotting forward, bringing down Snako, another hero down without buyback. All the expenses Na'Vi took to win the last fight. Team Secret take it back with interest. Mid rack's gone, and top rack soon to follow.
Well, looks like Team Secret can give Na'Vi a good fight, even with a... I mean, it's not a terrible lineup.
We're going to class this as the Secret Eclectic. It's just a little bit of everything. Now, Tornado, no. Team Secret want to back out of this one. They're worried about General's initiation. Your Chronosphere off cooldown in 3 seconds time, and then they can go again.
Wow, that's a surprise. They're respecting Na'Vi. Backing off.
Yeah, maybe they're just respecting their items and the cooldown times. Aghanims arise for the next assassin. Faceless Void has Chrono again.
They do not have buyback on Invoker, so that's a very, very big deal, considering what happened in the last fight. And there are other ways to break Lincolns. Blink, Yules on the Puck, Omni Slash from Juggernaut, even the Fusel Blade. But Juggernaut actually hasn't made any item progression in a really long time.
He's been stuck. Pycat's got a wish list. Like right now, he's asking Santa for some early Christmas gifts. A full butterfly, a blink dagger, and a BKB. This is everything. And it's time it's like, guys, I need all these items before we can fight again.
That area is devoted to quick buy, not your wish list, Pycat.
Well, there's your BKB from the Batrider, so finally General won't get caught out by the next assassin. But at the same time, we were talking about the Aghanim Scepter from the Faceless Void. He actually switches it up with better initiation. He goes for the Blink Dagger on the Faceless Void.
That's pretty good. And they have the Ags on Nyx Assassin, so Nyx Assassin can be their main source of disable during team fights when Chronosphere is down, and they don't have to rely on them so much.
Nyx Assassin's invis, he'll break the smoke on General, they throw down the Sentry Ward, not close enough. Yapsor again, in with the cogs, isolating this Ogre Magi. There is no buff for you in this game. MP, well, I suppose it creates some space, but beyond that, whiff. General, his Firefly's almost gone. Tornado's going to connect, but there goes it wrong. It's a good Fatal Bonds combining with the Omni Slash MP. He actually had 10 stick shots, but he couldn't get them off. Not in time. Ice Blast Pycat, he does get hit by it. Does he actually tick out? What level is that? It is a level 2. The Sunstrike, it won't connect. So he'll be forced to stay out of this fight for the moment, just until he can start his regeneration, as now the chill does wear off.
Man, missing a Chronosphere has to be one of the most, like, it's the most obvious that you miss. Black Hole you can cancel. Echo Slam, it's just for half a second, and he says Chaos Dunk. But Chronosphere, you cannot cancel that bad boy.
It was space creation, man. That's what this is. General, no, into the Observer, and Sentry!
Oh, that's a gem down.
That is a gem down. Yabsor's going to have it in his hands. He may give it over to Keizu. Yeah, he actually does give it over to Keizu.
Oh, man, level 15 Ancient Apparition talent. Oh, that's one of the best. 30 health regen.
All right, cool. And he's got the protection having Lotus Orb for the rest of his teammates.
Okay, let's see if Navi can pull off another combo. There is no rock, but
they have... Oh, there's no rock. There's Dream Coil from Puck. You got his control at least.
Oh, there's no
Maybe
buyback.
Biva can survive the start of an engagement.
Who's going to hit the tower?
It's Forge Spirits.
Who's going to hit? That's not enough damage.
That's all they've got. Without the Faceless Void, they don't have a front runner. Clockwork still that initiation point from the far away, which he can do in 1 second time. Hookshot comes off cooldown. Nice BKB timing for the Juggernaut. Pycat's now got it up and running. So there's your first item progression on the Juggernaut in the last 20 minutes.
Much needed. Although, you still have to worry about him during Chronosphere because Sunstrike still pierces BKB and spin, and the Ice Blast debuff still pierces BKB and spin. So he still can die very easily. I don't actually know what other item he should have gotten instead, though.
Yeah, what were you going to do, like Scotty and get
Blink's
life
not
point
bad.
that way? That's not going to help.
Kill them before they kill you, dude.
Yeah, murder on the dance floor. He's very good at doing the spin dance.
I think Basher would have been pretty good too. Blink Abyssal, so you can actually lock down the Faceless Void because he's relying on Manta Style right now to stay alive. If you can lock him down with like a Puck combo into an Abyssal, he is dead to rights.
Well, Navi are doing a good job of keeping the creep wave away from the towers. The Juggernaut Manta helps with that, bringing it in more manageable pieces.
This Warlock's farm too. He's 10,000 net worth. Well, we don't have the buyback. Well, we have buyback up, but he has a lot of items.
He's got the extra golem as well. Actually causes issues for the Clockwork if he initiates in on the Warlock. Snako will drop the rock still. Quick Tornado. Biva caught by that. Not going to Sunstrike on the combination, however. They're still waiting for Navi to come out to them, and Roshan is... Oh, wow, look at the timing for it. It just spawned up. Puppy pinged it. It's like, I should have a look at this. There's your Vortex. It's an early Roshan spawn time as well. Secret just got very, very lucky. Aegis and Cheese to come their way.
Navi might have to use a smoke if they have any smokes left. I see no smokes in their inventory. This is time to go.
How do they check it though? Like, you know Roshan could be up.
You don't know, but you know that they left the top lane, and you have to take that risk.
Either that or you think Team Secret are completely smoked up. Look at Keizu's position. He's in the tree line next to Observer and Sentry. There's no way to sneakily get past him. Even the Observer ward to the north of him sees any kind of maneuver. So if Navi want to come, they have to go all the way down the mid lane, then go up through the river to dodge the trap the Team Secret have planted. By the time they do that, Roshan is dead. By the time they leave their base, Roshan is dead.
I don't think it's that great that Keizu's right there. He might pop the smoke, but he's still... Like, you don't want him to die first.
Yep.
I think it's... If he dies first, you'll probably lose the fight. Invoker's much more difficult to kill. I don't actually think he'll die first, because he can just pop his BKB. But Nick says if you get Blink Lasso during your egg, you are still dead. So he might be a smoke popper, but they have Flying Vision from two different things, the Puck Orb and the Bat Rider. So him staying in the trees is not actually that safe. So I think one thing that he does have going for him is there's no gem because they did recently recover the gem, but yeah, they probably don't know exactly how long Navi has had
shot, Dendy caught, Yamso, oh, the 4-star. It came out just in time from Snako to push Dendy to the other side of the cogs, but now Bat Rider caught by the Spike Carapace and the Sunstrike. Have they got more stuns? General is back inside the base, he'll miss the Tornado. Just by interrupting his pathing just a little bit, he'll end up surviving. So hook shots down, but not for too long.
The tower hitting is so terrible, though.
Yeah, they need to win a team fight in order for Team Secret to take another lane of racks. It's the only way this works.
They have Aegis and Cheese. Ideally, you have a low cooldown Chronosphere, so you can go on someone with Chronosphere, blow all your cooldowns, force a buyback, and then just repeat.
They saw KheZu. General needed the sentry ward. Oh, it's just out of range, or is it? It clips the edge of the burrow, but... Alright, because the Gem of True Sight, KheZu reaches the sentry ward. The Force Spirits got rid of it, they dust, and then they drag him back. Spy Carapace is down, but with the BKB, General is babysat, and now they go for the Omnislash KheZu. He's still alive, the Lotus Orb helps him break free into the cover of Vendetta. Meanwhile, while Na'Vi is doing all of this, hunting the Nyx Assassin, mid-1 is pumping the damage into the melee racks.
You know what? They didn't have vision. The Lotus Orb dispelled the dust, and then they didn't have vision and the Omnislash stops. That is so sad. Well,
that's not just sad, that's brutal. That's the best opportunity they could have gone for. General played it perfectly, but it was the puppy Lotus Orb.
Yep, that's why you need Gem and sentries. Having sentries in your base versus Nyx Assassin is a great idea.
Well, they tried, but the Gem, they saw it, they got rid of it.
Well, you place more. You're really going to let a 100 gold item lose you your racks?
In this case, it looks like yes. Diffusal Blade is now up for MP, coming on the courier. Are they leaving the shrine to push? Yeah, they are. They want to fight. Vivid decided to come out. Cole snapped up. Where's that lasso? The rock is going to hit nicely with the Fatal Bonds. Here comes your Ice Blast. It's perfectly on top of Dendy. The Sunstrike doesn't hit him as he comes outside the phase shift, but it won't matter when mid-one's there. The Chrono! Oh, MP! Well, that's the second time he's caught oxygen.
He caught the shrine, dude. Got him.
Value.
Can't click on the shrine. Suckers.
Here comes Team Secret. Bycat. He's got himself a TP scroll, but he'll start the spin and just try and creep skip it out. But the mid lane's already in, so is the top lane, so he's not really like triggering backdoor regeneration. Denny's back up again, but with no Dream Call available, and you just lost the Warlock, he at least lets off the Death Golem. That'll help him out. But Pycat, time lock. He has to man to try and dodge out this, but he's so damn low. One more hit, that should be the whole ball game right here. The Ice Blast connects on Snako. He's got nothing more to give. No one from Na'Vi does, apart from their lives. A triple kill for mid-1. And Team Secret, it looked like they were going to be the first team to give a game, one individual game to Na'Vi during Epicenter, but Ixnay on the game, 44-43. That's where this game ends.
It certainly wasn't for lack of trying that Secret didn't give them a game. I mean, they were really close to.
I love the expression on Yapster at the end of it. To go this way, is it that way? How close am I? It was a win. That was close. It's a victory for Secret.
At least it makes them work harder, knowing that they could have potentially lost one game to Na'Vi.
Yeah. It gives a lot of things for Poppy to sit there.